Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Alexander of Macedonia. So we have to retake Cahokia. I'm kind of curious, should I liberate Cahokia or should I take them? Liberating them would actually get me a lot of gold from envoys, markets, and stuff like that. So I feel like liberating Cahokia is actually the best move here. Now, there are a couple of really nice world wonders in here. I don't know. Having a hard time to choosing. I definitely want to pop up here and pillage the Sphinx because this will just disappear when I capture the city. So I may as well pick up the faith from that. And who has more combat strength? The cuirassier or the cavalry? Looks like the cavalry has more combat strength. So we'll hammer the city with the cavalry. And then we'll take it next turn. I think I'll pillage this for faith as well. Picking up a decent amount of faith here, which makes me very happy. Harvest this to finish the armory one turn away from now. And I'm continuing just to harvest and improve things and sending builders all over to try to get my terrain into something resembling a good position. I'm probably going to harvest the deer and the forest on this tile. And I'll use this builder to do it, to get another couple of builders out of this city here, Rio de Janeiro. Continuing to trade with my capital, getting lots of food production and gold. And of course, we're trying to take on this district. It might be time to move forward now and bombard the city proper. It should fall fairly quickly now. And I think it's also time to declare the war on the Aztecs, a formal war. We will also get some grievances there. Not the end of the world. Unfortunately, I cannot get peace with Nubia, so these grievances are just starting to stack up against her as I kill more and more people. Not much I can do about that. It is what it is. But I will be able to take out Chalco, I think, with relative ease. And I might pillage a couple of things as well along the way. Steal a builder as well, very nice. Always nice to steal a builder or two. I want to hold off on attacking the city. I want to make sure that I'm the one who's getting the kill. So I think I might do a gain sources and then a foment unrest. On the other hand, I could do just a listening post and get combat strength against this player. So I'll just continuously do listening posts, I guess. Right-e-o. Let's bombard the city of Tlalopan. And I think, yeah, I can take it now with my cuirassier. Perfect. Now, the loyalty in here is pretty bad. No word of a lie. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's very, very bad. But we do have the advantage of someone like Reina that we can plug in there and buy ourselves a few turns of time. I don't quite have a unit to occupy that city. I might run that courser up there to act as the garrison as we move in on Tenochtitlan and stuff like that. I'm worried that Chalco is going to actually be a big problem for me in terms of loyalty. We do have the city surrounded now, but it is a rather tough owl bird that we'll have to break open. There we go. Chalco has been broken. Perfect. Happy days. Loyalty in here is also horrendous. I don't mind that so much. These cities aren't super important to me. But we will have to sort of move fairly quickly. We need to maintain momentum in order to get the loyalty that we require. It's a question of Chalkidiki. Do we go for the military academy or do we just try to crack out a couple of support units like cavalry to help out with the war over here? And I think we'll just crack out a couple of support units to help with the war. And we'll pick up a market in here as well for that extra little bit of gold. We're starting to fill out our trade routes. Very good. Even though, we're having a hard old time. I think somebody is stealing my gold, actually. It's a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a big problem, actually. This crossbowman can actually wake up and start moving in. But yeah, I'm going to have to figure out a way to get a little bit more gold out of people. For sure, we can take Cahokia. I'm going to swing over and get ready to pillage that commercial hub. And I'll also pillage that. Let me just double check that this is owned by this. Well, when we liberate Cahokia, actually, we will pick up a decent amount of diplomatic favor, but more importantly, it'll wipe out some of our warmonger problems, just a little bit, and give us suzerainty of Cahokia, in fact, which is very, very nice. So now that we're getting +2 gold from every thingy. And you know what might be a good move here? Actually picking up banks, because I need that gold. I need that gold to sustain my army. We'll go ahead and repair the monument in here, trying to build up some loyalty resistance. It's probably not going to go well for us, but we'll do our best. We got another trade route over here. How long would it take to build? 8 turns is too many. This city needs the basic infrastructure before it's ever going to be useful. A lot of my cities are like that, actually. Anything I can pillage over here for gold? It doesn't look like it, actually. And this city does have walls. But we may as well start this around. And for sure we'll improve that coffee, because that coffee tile does get a little bit of gold when it's improved. And I really just need as much gold as I can get in my empire. Might even go ahead and tell places to actually work the commercial hub tiles. They're that important. I don't know. We'll hold off on that for now. So let's get the cuirassiers in position around the city. We want to get a full surround. I can actually plunder a trade route here for a little bit of gold too. Another cuirassier in position and another one. And then you are going to occupy and protect this city. I had a crossbowman on the way, and there they are. They're going to be occupying Tlacopan is the goal there. And I think now is the time to declare war on Chandragupta. I think it's going to be a formal war. It's got to be. So we're now at war with everyone in the game, which might be thumbnail worthy. We shall see. Let's go ahead and bombard. We can almost get a kill there. If I sweep you in there, I can then get a kill. Very... Ooh, not quite, actually. Surprising. Alright, university completed in the capital. I do want the military academy. I think I also need traders, though, because the gold situation is just ever lasting and ever getting worse. Because I actually have suzerainty at Cahokia, though, I do have the potential to build some Cahokia mounds that are going to help out with my gold problem. I think a farm will go there, but definitely a Cahokia mound could fit here and here. So let's see if we can't get those online. Let's go ahead and harvest out a... Oh, that was the trader in Fortaleza. Oops, that was not what I wanted. Well, I'll accept that outcome. I'll accept that outcome. This city definitely needs aqueducts and builders, so we'll get to work on those. Let's pillage this commercial hub, mainly for the gold. Start getting into position to surround this city and take out Nechen. I think a Cahokia mound in this city is pretty reasonable as well. Aha! And look, we managed to pull off a very, very rare maneuver. We had a unit positioned on an encampment before it finished. And this is a very important thing to do because it means we can now pillage the encampment. And that should have broken it. Why did it not break it? What? I think it did break it, but it's just being weird. So that's how you can break an encampment in a single turn. Have a unit in position, ready to occupy it. And it's like a slam dunk win. Let's pillage for the heel and start battering down the Aztec remaining capital. Grabbing some promotions on my units too. Makes me very happy. Aztecs will soon be defeated. We grabbed the university in here. In Igai, do I have mercantilism? I'm about to have mercantilism, which means I want to have another builder in AI guy. So we'll go ahead and pick that up, and then I'll grab a builder and then maybe a spy or something in here. We got another trader in here, which is perfect because this is actually a decent city to build traders. Entertainment complex finished in Natal, which means I can pick up the arena as well to net me a little bit more amenities. Continuously trading with Pella. And the nice thing about trading with Pella, any units that I build will be able to reinforce quite easily. So I think a question here is, you're going to become a field cannon and you're going to slink back to the city. Nechen. Time for you to start falling. I, of course, I want to have these guys as promoted as possible. And we'll harvest here to get that builder out. Now, in terms of where my aqueduct is going, I think grab that Cahokia amount. And it mainly exists just for the gold, right? That's what it's there for. It's just to pick up a little bit of extra gold, because 3 gold on a tile right now represents a huge portion of my economy in reality. Now that we have access to banks, though, that's going to change slowly over time. I really want to plug in triangular trade, but I don't really have room for it. I can't change many of these things. I need everything here, realistically. I can't get rid of conscription until I have a slightly stronger economy. So, unfortunately, as much as I want to plug that in, triangular trade, the question is this worth more? I have 8 units. I have 8 trade routes. Is this actually worth more? We'll see. So I have 11.9. Yes, actually, it is worth more. That's perfect. So, triangular trade is better than conscription. Perfect. And it'll only get better as time goes on, so that's like the ideal. Let's keep pillaging for beautiful, beautiful. Oh yes, my bombard has +1 range. That is a huge deal. It has incredible reach now. That is perfect. I'm a little bit confused about this district, but I'm like 99% sure that it's actually broken. Like I broke it. It is no longer functional. I don't have a whole lot of fishing ships, so picking up cartography doesn't make sense to me for that, but it doesn't make sense on the way to industrialization, I think. So the next big thing is nationalism, which means I'm going to want to start reinforcing with cuirassiers here, because I actually have some low-level ones that I could combine, but I think getting some cuirassiers to the front line makes sense here. And if I'm going to do that, I want to have the military academy, and I really want the bank. Man, that's a tough one. I think I have time to get the military academy and the bank to start producing reinforcements. This trade route, I think, will go to Manaus. I'm trying to spread my trade routes out to every city to trade with the capital so that I have roads all leading to my capital. Kind of like Rome, right? That way I can move units all around my empire in any direction relatively easily. How quickly can you build a cuirassier? 17 turns is a long-ass time. You know what you need? You need a builder to get you repaired up. That's exactly what you need. A lot of these newly conquered cities are going to be dog shit for a while, but we'll get there in the end. Let's go ahead and take your promotion. Take your promotion. You go ahead and slam this city. You may as well throw your swords in as well. Nice little Cahokia amount. That'll help out with the gold problem. Although our gold problem is much less of a problem than it used to be. We'll harvest there. That'll get that builder a little bit sooner. And we'll place the aqueduct in the city. Trying to develop my economy as much as possible. And I think it's going fairly well. It's not going terribly. Let's go ahead and take on Nechen now. I'm going to hammer it. Well, am I still at war with that city-state? I think it could be worth it to pillage this trade route, because gold is a little bit light for me right now. But time to start hammering Nechen. We'll take it next turn. We're trying to get as much value out of all these units as possible. And I think we're getting some good wins here and there, you know? Still just pumping out spearmen to try to survive. I don't think that's going to help you much. Let's see, who's close to a level? This guy is actually close to his 4th level, so if I capture the city with him, it would do the trick. So I'll attack with this guy to get a level on him, and then I'll kill the city with this guy to get him close to a level, wipe out the Aztec, get +5 era score, and then keep that city. Now we also need to grab ourselves another governor. Now Sempoala no longer has loyalty problems, and this city is much better placed to provide loyalty pressure against a lot of the cities that we're going to be going to war with in the near future. Rebellion in 6 turns. I think we can start hitting some of these other cities within 6 turns, so that's totally fine by me. Let's blow the city asunder. Nice. We'll take the pillage there. Can you step? So you could step here, you can step here, and then you can both take turns hitting this knight to kill him. Perfect. Oh, that was a left click. Oh dear. But this city's loyalty is fine now. I'd meant to keep you. Bank or market completed in Alexandretta. I could get a bank in 9 turns. That's 7 gold right there. 7 gold is a significant amount, and that'll help me sustain my army. I could also pick up this. I think I'm going to go for the bank here. I need banks more than anything else I can kind of identify right now. So let's take on Necken, who's close to a level up. Looks like they're all pretty close, so I'll hit with the cavalry to get a level on you. And then I'll hit with this guy to level him up. And then I will see about finishing off this crossbowman. Oh, not quite. Rolled low on the damage there. We'll keep this city. Now, the loyalty in here is a bit of a problem. And this is where we start running into a little bit of trouble. Because I have governors spread across 2 wars here. So that's going to make things just slightly more complicated. But I think if we head down to Apu, Edfu, Thebes, Shadet, Akatan, then Rakadeth, and then take out these back cities, I think we're going to be in good shape. This should be a relatively straightforward war. I could really use a bombard down here, though, to be honest. So the real question is, where do I go from here with some of these units? The loyalty in here is such a problem that I'm going to go ahead and purchase that monument, and that'll give the city a little bit more loyalty room, and then I can swing my cuirassiers forward to start sweeping up towards Delhi and Mumbai. I think Mumbai is going to be a tough nut to crack because there's a bunch of encampments here. Delhi will be a little bit easier, so I might take that out first. And I think this is a Delhi encampment, so if I can take out Delhi, that means that opens up Chennai and Mumbai a little bit more in terms of like strategic positioning. Envoys, envoys, envoys. I'm tempted to take suzerainty of Lisbon here to just get it away from Aminator, and that'll also get me a golden age, or rather, it'll help me secure my golden age, and it'll get me a little bit more gold to go with my golden age. I think we're going to harvest the bananas on this tile, and then put a... Do I want to harvest and put a mine or a lumber mill? It's a tough choice. I'll definitely harvest here and get another builder, because I plan to put a commercial hub there. I'll just put a pin there to remind myself, actually. Commercial hub goes there. So a lot of my production is going towards infrastructure right now, because I don't need a bigger army. I could get a bigger army, it just is not necessary. Continuing to trade with Pellet, now my trade routes are worth 6 gold per turn and 3 food and 4 production. Very, very good internal trade routes. Lumber mill on the jungle tile, looking great in here. This city is now essentially complete. I don't think there's a whole lot more tiles I would improve. Just waiting for it to grow into the tiles that it needs, like this one here and this one here. Military tactics is complete. Let's wipe you out. Can I step out of this city without loyalty problems? Nope. I'm going to have the cavalry hold position on there while the cuirassiers move in for the kill. Let's go ahead and take barding. So next up is Apu. And thankfully I do have a field cannon here, just peppering away at this city. Looks like we managed to grab ourselves another great person, and it is actually this guy. Do I have a commercial hub that does not have a market? Because this guy creates a bank and a market instantly. There is a market there. Let me have a look. I'm trying to find an undeveloped commercial hub that I could make use of this guy in. There is one here, actually. So I'll teleport you over to Necken, and we'll use you to get a bank and a commercial and a market there. We got the armory completed in Methane. I could go for the military academy. It's +4 production as well as some bonuses, but I think I really just need some cuirassiers and some bombards following up my current status. So we'll pick up. We'll build a couple of cuirassiers in here and send them out to reinforce this one. The road speed should get them out there pretty quick. Oh dear! I did not notice these units. Right, we're going to need a defensive army or two actually. So I think a few cuirassiers should hold against this. This is going to be a pretty painful set of pillaging. I didn't think she would send an army against me. Maybe I should have built walls and stuff. We can live with these mistakes. Just plug in walls where it makes sense. I've got a bunch of cuirassiers heading on over to the front line though, and that'll do the trick, I think. So that wall will be done in 1 turn thanks to the chop, and that'll help hold off this nonsense. Let's keep bombarding Tenochtitlan. And we'll hammer away at this city with our cuirassiers. Porto Alegre. So if I fail... so they're going for this city. I'm kind of okay with this, because this city doesn't matter. It's in the middle of my territory, and it'll have loyalty sort of afforded to me because of that. So that's okay. You can go for that. Definitely underbuilt military a little bit here. Shoot the city. Now, how many of these guys can I get into the fray? I think I can get all my cuirassiers to hit the city, and this should be a kill. Then, well, let's just make sure we don't hit with anything more than we need to. So you'll get the level. Then you'll come here and kill this guy. Beautiful. So Tenochtitlan is mine. I'm going to keep that city. Capital of the Aztecs secured. Loyalty is perfect in here. The owner doesn't exist, so I don't get negative grievances penalties, which is perfect. I have plenty of turns to get things under control. Cavalry completed in here. And these will be assisting with the war in the south. One big problem that I faced, though, is that I want to trade with Pella, and there's a few crossbowmen running around here. I can get that killed, no problem. And I should be able to kill this one, no problem as well. Let's keep building cavalry as a support unit here for the south. The city will fall. It's fine. I don't mind. I'll retake it. I don't care. Not a big deal. Time for you to become a field cannon, I think. I'll step you forward, shoot the city. You'll step here, become a field cannon. I'll get my cuirassier into position to hit Apu as well. I have another cuirassier on the way. He's going to take a hit from that district. That's fine. Ooh, I never built walls here. That is bad. Bad. I think I'll put a Cahokia mound here and harvest that forest to get that wall done a little quicker. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. It's fine. We'll retake it. We do technically lose the military emergency, I believe. Not a big deal. We'll get it sorted. She gets healing in my territory, but this flips back to me very quickly. And we can now use these to fight off. And we're only a few turns away from getting new units to reinforce as well. Monument in here. I'm just going to throw up walls in and around this area to try to slow down things. Wasn't expecting the AI to be that aggressive. Kind of impressed, in all honesty. But the good news is we took a world wonder, so our momentum will be preserved as we move towards Delhi. Question is, do we need a garrison unit in Tenochtitlan? We do not, thankfully. So we can just go whole hog straight for the enemy. You are going to be promoted to a field cannon. I don't care about killing their religious units. Not really a big deal to me. Far more concerned with getting my units in position for next turn to hit Delhi hard and fast. Yeah, keep trading with Pella. Internal trade routes seem to be my best bet right now. I think I will continue to harvest to boost the city, because that'll boost the city's population up to a point where we can actually build those commercial hubs and keep the gold rolling. Alrighty, let's bombard the city's walls. We'll take promotions. You'll go there, you'll go there. Perfect. Everything is coming up. Millhouse, brilliant. Apu has almost fallen. Excellent. Can I step this guy out? I can. I no longer need to keep a unit garrisoned in here, so I can bring back this courser to help defend. This one I think I need to keep, though. Well, no, I can actually pull him back to help defend as well. It's slightly one less garrison unit, but I think I can live with that. A knight came out of the fog of war to cause me an issue. I'm never ceding Portalegre. How about no? City over here is taking hits. Unfortunately, a lot of my stuff is on fire now. But I do have access to a unit, and I will cancel that trader. And we'll build a cavalry to help fight this off. Wasn't expecting this sort of resistance. It happens, though. It's part of the game. Okay, so I need Apu to fall this turn, so I'm going to hammer it as hard as I can with my units. And I want to get the kill with you. So I'm going to poke the city with my cavalry, get the kill with this guy so that he loses a bunch of health, gets a promotion, and is now inside the city. The loyalty in here is a problem. I think I can solve that loyalty problem with Magnus by establishing him in Apu. Like so. Loyalty confirmed. Kaboom. Beautiful. Perfection. Builder acquired in Sao Paulo. Now this is pod racing. I think we're just going to go for the bank in Sao Paulo and then develop the city a little bit. I don't think it really makes sense to do much else. This is not a very good city. And the best bet is to just try and get a little bit of economic development out of it. Don't need this pin anymore, and I do have at least 2 shots available to me. I think the ranged units are the biggest concern because they get to do damage without taking damage, so you always want to take them out first, in my opinion. Right, let's get the cavalry into position around Delhi. There we are. Full surround essentially on the city. We can start hammering away at the walls. Each hit does slightly more damage than the last one. So we are chipping away at it ever so slowly. Actually, wait, can you shoot over? Oh, wow, because he's got the +1 range, I think he can shoot over this mountain, which is insane, because it's going to completely obliterate the city, and I should have done that first. Oh well. No point crying over spilt cuirassier blood. And since Necken no longer needs a garrison, we can start sending units down here to support. Thankfully, this dumbass unit stepped up into the most dangerous section of my empire, where these 2 encampments are. And we can start cleaning out this Buenos Aires problem that we've got. Who is it that's causing that problem, though, out of curiosity? Looks like it's Aminator. So they're going to be a problem for basically the rest of the game. And similar sort of stuff happening over here. We have the double shot. Perfect. Perfect. See if you can't run away. I have a Corsair here who will become a cavalry to help fight this fight. A little bit annoyed that she instantly got walls in here. Does that mean she already has steel? If she already has steel, that's a big problem for me, because this city is going to have 400 fortification health, which means I need bombard units or for the city to flip independent. But this just represents an opportunity to kill all these units, I think. All right, now, I don't think I'll be able to step up onto this hill and shoot. So I'm going to shoot to break the walls. And then hammer down this city. You already have a promotion. You have a promotion. You're about to have a promotion. And you're going to get all the experience from killing the city. Perfect. Let's keep the party moving. We have breakthrough. So we have 2 double hit cuirassiers. So those are going to be really powerful when we turn them into tanks. Really looking forward to that. Let's go ahead and pick up the... let's get ancient walls in here for defensive reasons. Belém is kind of positioned fairly safely, but I'll still slowly build walls because it's right on the front line. When I say positioned safely, I mean in terms of like there's no units immediately threatening it. Obviously, it's not in like a perfectly safe position. Harvest here. Those walls will be done in a single turn. Place down some more mines. So now to deal with the Egyptian front. And I think it's going to be a very quick kill of Thebes and Edfu. And then maybe like just abandon them and let them flip independent and then back to me. And not worry about them too hard. Definitely need some healing on my units. For sure. Don't think I'm going to get away without that. But I also want to take a free shot at this guy right there. And then I'll kill him. Perfection. Taking a few hits. Ooh, that city's taking hits now as well. Thankfully, I managed to get those walls up this turn. I'm just going to vote that down once. I don't care if everyone joins emergency wars against me. They'll probably all vote it up. There's a major flood. Very nice. Yeah, looks like everyone voted up except for Chandragupta, who didn't have the Diplo favor to vote for it. It seems, which doesn't really make sense. If I think about that, doesn't make sense at all. So, they have to liberate Apu. Which is where? That's Apu. So they're going to try to liberate that. Makes sense. Good news is good news. We can hammer this guy. More good news. We even had a field cannon in position to help out here. You finish off that pike and shot. You kill that guy right there. You come in from the back. And all things are looking up for me right now. Ancient walls and Manaus done. Let's just get the bank. More economy, more fuel for my army. Slowly build that commercial hub. I know a lot of your tiles are occupied right now. We'll figure it out, don't you worry. I've got another trade route here. I'm going to send it to Apu. to help develop those newly conquered cities into something actually useful. Come around here to Edfu. Ooh, a crossbowman in the open. Free kill. Ooh, a free settler. Why, thank you. Thanks for the settler. I appreciate it. Not exactly what I was looking for here, but, you know, I'll take it. Cleaning up some loose ends up here to the north. Perfection. Rio is still working some kind of dog shit tiles, so we'll throw down some mines here to help it improve. Builders are coming out and turning this into an actual useful city. It has about 32 production per turn, which is nothing to be sniffed at. Porto Alegre goes back to me in about 3 turns. Well, it's going to be 3 turns to go independent, and then a few more to flip back. Okay, I think we take on Mumbai, then Chennai. I mean, I know I'm in position, but I got to think about where my bombard is. And I can get into position to bombard Mumbai next turn. So, is there any pillages here that I could pick up? I could just pillage this. Oh, these are worth health. It's not exactly super useful. Oh well. But we have 2 cuirassiers with breakthrough, which will allow us to either get our units really killed really quickly, or to hammer enemy cities very rapidly. Loyalty in here is a bit of a problem. 2 turns until it flips independent. I think we can go ahead and move Reina now, that she's sort of in the back line. We'll pop her into Delhi. We'll buy maybe a couple of extra turns in here of loyalty. Once that monument is complete. If I can get that monument to finish, then I'm in good shape. Because that will actually take care of a significant amount of the loyalty problem we're having. More units coming out of the fog of war to mess with me. Just being annoying. Sounds like a unit or something was captured. I got the noise effect like it, but I'm not sure if it actually happened. There's mass production. Beautiful. 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 Alright, we're going to kill with you. You are going to retreat. I want to upgrade you, so I want to avoid any fights with you right now. What tiles could be improved? Looks like a lot of lumber mills on the front here. For sure. Worried about that sort of nonsense. So I might just pop up here to finish these walls and sort of entrap these units in. And then I'm going to go slowly build a bank in here. Slowly build a bank. Perfect. So I have a lot of gold income sort of locked up in production, and that'll be increasing soon. I also have a massive army, an unnecessarily huge army most likely, or an army that is so huge but not by necessity is what I was trying to say there. I'm not sure how to phrase that. Unnecessarily, I don't think that's how that word unnecessarily is used. Anyway, let's go ahead and trade with Pella. You guys know what I meant, alright? That's the important thing. You knew what I meant. Let's go ahead and pull Liang out of Nechen, and we're going to place her in Edfu to secure the loyalty. No. I think Liang does need to stay in Nechen. Depends on how quick we move, I think. Well, this city has tons of loyalty, so I think I can pull Magnus out of there. Why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have fairly stable loyalty. Let's also use Giovanni D'Amici. And that'll pick me up a little bit of gold here, as well as room for another trade route. Speaking of trade routes, I need more. Step forward with the bombard over here and hit Mumbai with a nice big hit. And we'll start bringing the field cannons forward as well. And we'll move our cuirassiers into position for the next turn. A couple more shots and the city should come down pretty damn quick. I do kind of wish I had taken the faith purchasing thing, but I feel like the spy extra intel has worked out pretty well for me too. That extra combat strength has been paying dividends. Speaking of which, I have a ton of faith and nothing to do with it. So I'm going to take Rani here. He's a great general. And then I'm going to go ahead and gain 200 gold and 2 envoys for 900 faith. I think that's worth doing to get that nice little boost. Another cavalry in Chalkidiki, constantly expanding the drain on my economy by getting more and more units. I gotta get over here to Thebes. No units in defense of it. Perfect. So another cavalry will be moving down to assist. Do I want more cavalry in here? Cavalry seem to be performing pretty well. I might get to work on a bombard. I don't need them actually. I'm so far ahead of her that I can just rush her down with cavalry. None of our cities have more than like 200 fortification health, so it should be a fairly straightforward just crush her with the units we have. I did get another cuirassier here. That's going to be used to help defend here. And eventually also move over to the front line to become armies of units. So I definitely want more and more of those cuirassiers. Alright, let's go ahead and keep blowing these guys up. Perfect. I have this great general here. Rani is an industrial and modern era. And I think, if I go check, cuirassiers and cavalry are... So, like, he would actually do really well. He would do really, really well if I teleported him to this southern area. Because all of these units can benefit from his extra movement and combat power. So that's perfect. Now, okay... Loyalty is not changing. What? There's no way that loyalty isn't changing. I guess I'll get a Golden Age next turn, and that might change things in here. I don't know what the hell he did there. Builder completed in Rio. Let's just get some cheap cuirassiers to combine together. Chalco needs builders to help rebuild the city. Take a long ass time, but they'll get there eventually. Probably won't even happen before the end of the game, so most likely I'll need to send builders from another city. But it's very dangerous to send them on long journeys right now. Especially with this, like, cuirassier here, menacing my borders. We shall bombard Mumbai once again. Mumbai has taken another hit. We can step forward with our field cannons. There is a pike and shot here. Not too scary. We should be able to take him out without too much trouble. Delhi's a bit of a problem, though. To the point where I might even encourage the city just a little bit with my cuirassiers this turn. There is the golden age we were waiting for. Perfection. Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, +3 era score, all that jazz. Golden age. This city is now flipping in one turn. I don't know what the hell happened over there, but thankfully it is now going the way that I want it to. Alright, let's go ahead and bombard Mumbai one last time. Then capture the city. I want to capture it with this guy because he'll get the most experience, and then hide inside the city nice and safe. And I think then I can move Victor over a tile to occupy Mumbai and give me the loyalty I need to buy some time here to take on a few more cities. Let's get moving on Thebes now. Getting those guys across the water. In terms of Golden Age, I think I'm going to go ahead and take 2 arms here. Then I'm going to go ahead and get Heartbeat of Steam and reform the coinage. Well, no, I'm going to take Hicks Hunt Draconis for the +2 loyalty. Perfect, because I'm actually not doing international trading right now. Keep the city. Perfect. Look at this loyalty. We are handling stuff. Oh my god, it's a warrior core right there. Oh, that's not scary. All right, let's start getting more cuirassiers. I think that's really the thing that we need. We need cuirassiers up to the front line to reinforce these high promotion units. We got the bank in Alexandretta, so I think it's okay for this city to start producing reinforcement cavalry as well. I think cavalry are a good way to take these guys down. I don't want to spend all my points on iron. I definitely need more trade routes though, for sure. Gold income is constantly on knife edge. Good news is, though, we will get 200 gold and 2 new envoys. 2 new envoys might get me control of Hattusa. Or Brussels. I think I'm going to take Nagazagarmu. I need Nagazagarmu to not be at war with me. We even got some era score for flipping them. Alright, can we do some damage to the city? First little hit on Thebes. Most of that's going to heal next turn, but, you know, every little bit helps. Use this encampment over by Chennai to start hitting the city for free with this unit. I don't think you can step out. You can. So we'll do a little bit of damage to the city. Ooh, took a lot of damage on this cuirassier here. Yikes. Wait, where did these infantry come from? Jesus Christ. I guess that's because Nubia has access to infantry, so I need to watch out for those. Those are definitely coming soon in the pipeline. Although I am now neck and neck in terms of science with Nubia, so that's kind of why I was saying, like, I'm going to push up and around to give myself a bit of time to catch up with her scientifically. She is about 12 techs ahead, but now that I'm making more science, I'm going to catch up fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and pop this guy back to heal. You're also healing. I could start combining units. I don't think it makes sense yet. I don't have the battlefield saturated with my units, so there's no need. Let's go ahead and keep hammering Chennai with my units. Perfect. Now that we have nationalism, it might be good to pick up natural history here for the 2 envoys. Scorched Earth isn't bad either, for pillaging and stuff like that. But I think natural history for the zoo is a good move. Alternatively, I could go for military research. I'm going to pick up this for zoos. Appoint Moksha so that we have a full complement of governors to help with loyalty. And you can kind of see, if you look down the map now, we're making really, really good progress. I thought I would actually have this done by this episode in terms of Egypt and India, but it's only really now that I'm starting to pick up serious momentum. But I'm going to call that the end of the episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!